Hello, everyone. DA here, and welcome to the podcast right here. I am here with one of the members of the Discord and Warframe Tenno Diaries team. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is Shadowkill here. You know we work hard to bring you the exciting Tenno Diaries episodes on behalf of, DA. It's a pleasure to be here. So, yeah. I think there will be more people.
Yeah, if anybody new joins in, it's okay. They are welcome. So, bro, what do you think? What do you think about that entire event?
Bro, one word to describe it, it was mentally orgasmic. That's the best way I can describe it. It was unbelievable. I was not expecting it to be. I don't know what I was expecting, but that wasn't it, guys. That wasn't it.
Oh my god, bro. I have to I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I was expecting. I was in there thinking it was going to be one of those, Plains of Eidolon kind of reveal where, we will see this open world and then maybe they will show us a little bit of prime items, teasers, art and stuff, and that was it. But then they started bringing one new stuff after each other, and I'm just like, hold up, DE, hold up.
I wasn't ready, DE. We weren't ready. Oh my god.
I was like, y'all chill, bro.
DE came in and was like, y'all gonna learn today. The best devs for a free-to-play game. Y'all gonna learn today.
Bro. Well, what do you think about that entire world of Venus in general? What do you think?
I think it blew my mind, blew expectations, right? I feel for the Solaris United. Let me first point out that that's the main point I'm going to touch on. The fact that, you're generationally indentured servants. So that's world building right there. I love that world building. As a matter of fact, it just shows how much of an asshat Nathaniel is. But Venus as a planet is so much bigger and more beautiful than the plains of Eidolon.
Oh man, the colors, the lighting. Oh my god. And the textures.
Yes, it was so smooth. Even that hunting, I'm gonna admit this, right? And if a few of the guys were on, they could tell you this. I was saying this and I called it. I was like, I hope to God that Venus has hunting on it. Or if it's not hunting, at least, let us probably tranquilize something. And it's like, he read my mind.
Yeah, you saw that Akbar or that Advar at the very end. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was crazy. And the way the world is so massive and yet immersive at the same time. It feels like you could get lost.
Yes, it does. And I like that. I like that feeling that there's a possibility I could get lost. The giant spiders were awesome. It was.
Oh yeah.
Words.
And I also like the fact that one of the things that just to let you know, if you remembered something that I forgot, just point it out as well. One of the things that I also liked is the fact that you will be able to take missions from some of these different zones. Now, once you capture a location, you can now start taking missions from that location. Because, that's one of the things we have, in Plains of Eidolon, you have to go back and then...
Yeah, you continuously have to go back, which kind of sucked.
Yeah. So it was incredible. And, the amount of work that they put in, let's say 3 to 4 years ago, would you ever think this is possible?
No, I wouldn't think so. I'm kind of even glad that I stuck by Warframe as long as I did. I believed in the game. Though I wasn't the one making the game, I believed in the game.
I swear to God. Hey, welcome. Everybody welcome. Wow, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Mal, go ahead and introduce yourself for the podcast.
Oh, I'm Mal with Phoenix. I voice the Master of Minds himself, and yeah. I'm Mal.
Yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about the big reveals at Tennocon 2018. Man, what are your thoughts on that, Mal?
Fucking hype, dude.
Oh my god! Hey, I'm not gonna even lie. When we saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, guys! Imagine the story possibilities that we can write."
I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to we should have all been watching it together as a Tenno Diary streaming session. We just watching this stuff together. It's like watching the Super Bowl.
I love it.
Yeah, it was almost like watching the Super Bowl. I can tell you this: my lost his shit when he saw the real, because he kind of had a thing like that.
Yeah.
Story
Oh yeah,
came up. He was like,
dude,
Yeah.
you don't even know the half of it. I want a fucking railjack that's like decked out in gold and red and white. And I want to have fucking flags.
bro, and you know what also like blew my mind when they showed that hoverboard.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck yeah.
yes,
I'm like,
Dude.
bro, this is Back to the Future.
dude. You know, just like the cheers in the audience, I was screaming my head off. I'm like, oh my god, they got hoverboards.
I was laying in my bed watching it, and I literally just flopped around like a fish squealing.
I'm telling you, they're going to have to make that gear wheel. They're going to have to make it bigger because we have so much items we got to add to it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I feel so. The guys can tell you, I am one of those people who are looking forward to Anthem, but I feel sorry for Anthem.
Oh man, I feel sorry for Anthem and Destiny, considering the fact that you got to spend money to play those things. Like,
Dude, let me tell you how serious it is. You know, I'm not gonna trash the gaming question, but my little brother asked me about a certain battle royale. But I was like, nah, why Fortnite? I have no problem with Fortnite. It's just too common right now. But I was like, let me introduce you to the world of Warframe. I was like, you know, for kids, you have to impress them. So I'm like, I can go invisible. I was using Asher Press 2. I was like, can you do that in Fortnite? He's like, no. I was like, can you bullet jump in Fortnite? He's like, no. And he looked at this game and he's like, bro, how much did you pay for it? Though I'm like, that's the thing, I didn't pay for this. This is free. And he's like, there's no way a game that pretty is for free. I'm like, yes, this game is for free. You play Fortnite. Why can't this be for free? This is for free. His mind was blown. He was like, can I play? I'm like, sorry, little bro, you're 8. You can't play it. I'm sorry.
Age restriction.
I'm telling you, that is like, it's like, you know what? We tried to keep this clean, but it was like having sex.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
having sex.
It was. I mean, and then you know what? It was like, okay, we had this huge climatic event where we thought they were gonna fight the giant spider, and then okay, they went down. They were like, no, we're going to let you guys discover it for yourselves. I was like, okay, you know what? I understand. I appreciate that. And then that music just kicked in at the top of that hill, and then that ship just rolled, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. That music
the
is
intro
so good.
Even
That
the
music.
intro song.
I want that music as my ringtone.
Oh my
That's
god.
what it was.
And then she just rolled in, and like the way they rolled in and just slid, was like, damn, like,
Yeah.
welcome. I was like, God.
Dude, and for a demo, that was such a
That
trash.
yeah.
And
And I'll be honest with you, and I know, you know, if DE did not have their own convention, if they didn't have their own convention, this is some E3 worthy stuff. This will kill every single game at E3.
Yes, it would have. It would have.
it would have definitely.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it was just
It would have been like CD Projekt Red.
I mean, that's where they're heading right now as far as community interaction, you know, like the business practices, how they basically respect their consumers and all those things. And one thing that also like came to mind that was really mind blowing to me, because I think this may be them, they may end up turning this into a raid in the future.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. We said that.
I'm
We
hoping.
said that.
I'm really hoping that like this one is maybe, you know, slightly larger than the previous raids we've been given. Like
Yes.
What?
I'm-
8-man, 12-man teams.
yeah, exactly. And I literally had a dream, at like this big fucking dream where Okay. This is like the Bolera fight, you know? The Bolera
Spoilers,
fight.
Mal. Spoilers. Come on, man. We were eating.
This is DA we're talking about.
We're on a podcast. We're on a podcast. That's what I'm saying, bro. I did say it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a dream, and it was basically just like fucking ships, just multiple Tenno ships, you know, coming into like a full-on, you know,
Armada.
like, yeah, an armada fighting another armada. I'm just picturing that, you know.
Oh, you know what, Mal? You remember at the end of Mass Effect when the entire fleet united?
Yes.
And everybody jumped out of hyperspace and it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, I'm telling you, when I looked at that ship, like they had more than 3 stations there,
Yes, they did.
which also tells you will have, because remember during last year's Tennocon art panel, they even told us that there are mounted guns at the top of the ships too.
Yep.
And from the looks of it, it looked like it had 10 doors on it.
Yes, it has.
I'm just thinking that this thing's gonna be at least a 10-man a 10-man ship.
Yep. All I want to know, like I told Mal, all I want to know is that I'm a part of the infiltration team. Okay. The infiltration part was so dope.
Oh man, oh my god. And the thing is, it also looks like that ship has like 2-3 levels to it. Like you saw the guy with the Adamus trying to blow out the fire.
Oh
Yep.
god, that was hilarious.
And then
This is Sea of Thieves.
yeah, and then the fact that the corpus, like they have mounting parties, like boarding parties, like that is incredible. Because I'm looking at that and I'm like, you know what? In a raid system, when the battle is a lot tougher,
Yep.
Mag or whoever was, I think was Rebecca, she wouldn't just be able to just leave her post and go mount and do other things.
Exactly. You have to have like a team to defend.
Yeah,
Mounters come.
exactly. They will need to have somebody else there who they can say, okay. And it was just so realistic. It gives me, like, this is what I wanted from a Star Wars Mass Effect game.
Yes, I said when I was seeing, I was like, this is so Star Wars. But
Yeah.
my only concern, DA and Mal, I hope they have it for like different mission types. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's different things to do. Like,
I
probably
hope-
rescue a hostage, by capture something.
Yes, like
I
those.
hope it ties into the Kingpin system.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I hope so bad.
You guys remember those defector missions where we have to go rescue those guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this will be nice for that, because it will just be so crazy. Because if you guys also look at it, you can redirect all power to guns or to all shields. So if you're taking in a lot of damage, you can say, okay, team, reroute all power to shields, reroute all power. Like, that is just, I mean, it's just so incredible. Now, here's the big question though,
Yeah.
that I had at the end of that, and I want to hear you guys take on it. The fact that we're able to take down and infiltrate that Corpus Galleon from the inside, what does this mean for the Fomorian fleet?
I think we will be able to do that. You know, we thought was
It
it
reminds me of the Arkwing trailer.
was it yes, the Arkwing trailer. Was it you that said that, Mal? I think
Yeah, it was me. That's me. That was me who said it the last time.
Yeah. It would be like that. Because we were thinking, would this only be for the Corpus or would it be for the Grenier as well?
Yeah.
All I know is Vehek's gonna be screaming if we do that.
Oh yeah, cause right now we've had an infested raid, we've had a Grenier raid, but we haven't had a Corpus or a sentient raid, which also leads to the next thing. That sentient homeworld is massive.
Yep. It is. I think they were inside the mother.
Yes, I think that thing was also inspired by Independence Day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Warframe came with 3 big reveals for Tennocon. Now, for the people listening or will be listening to this podcast, now can you kind of like forgive DE after seeing that? I was like, yes, we did have a drought and sacrifice was good.
They
Yeah.
showed the moment they stepped into the elevator and after opened up, I was like, oh.
I was like, bro,
And then
you gotta
and then the
forgive
ship-
them, man.
And then Steve said that line right before the ship, came in, like out of the clouds.
Yes.
Oh, stop! No. Oh.
It was way too epic.
I'm looking at it. I'm just saying. So this is why we haven't been having content for 3-4 months straight. Okay.
And when I said it, I'm like, okay. I'm not really one of those fussy people. I was like, if they're doing something behind the scenes, they're just doing something behind the scenes. So, but when I saw that, I'm like, I understand why it's been slow, DE. This is worth it. Keep up with it.
It is worth it. It is worth
Because
it.
one, the game is free. I don't see why people is complaining. People are complaining. I try to support them how I can by buying, like platinum and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they deserve your patience.
Yeah, like what I was talking to when I was talking to my brother earlier, one of the things that I told him, and I don't know if you guys saw my Destiny videos about their fans being so crazy mad.
Yeah, they're mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things I say is if this game, Warframe, was in the hands of Bungie and Activision, every single quest would be an expansion. It would be $20, $30.
It would be like what, Dark Sector all over again.
Oh man, I like I said, the Venus update would have been a whole season pass by itself.
Yep.
Oh, and Venus would literally be like what, 4 DLCs?
I'm thinking if Destiny or like say even Anthem took on DE's model, it would work to their benefit. I'm not telling them to go do that. It would probably work to their benefit, and we'd have probably 3 games competing with each other. But right now, when I saw this, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
power-wise, I don't think a Javelin could take on a Warframe. I don't think a Guardian could take on a Warframe.
Nope.
Heck, not even a Spartan could take on a Warframe.
Fucking Warframe will just wreck their shit.
Because remember,
Let's be honest.
a Warframe originally or initially, the humans inside already possess powers to begin with.
Yep.
So yeah, and the Javelins are just machines,
Yep.
and the humans inside don't have powers.
Yep, and then check it with the Tenno.
Oh
The
yeah.
Tenno is not really present in the battle, so you knew their Warframe. It's like, okay, I'll just send another one for your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
if
much.
their Warframe is in trouble, they can transfer out of it and, fuck up your shit. I try to keep it clean. I'm sorry, DA.
So
They basically canonized the whole thing with, from the second dream that, you sever their heads, yet they rise again.
oh yeah.
They're fucking immortal. Excuse my French.
Oh, also, here's another question I have for you guys right now. Like, as far as the world and the story within, like, us seeing what Nathaniel is up to. Like, that man has a big ego. We thought it was just Vahek with a big ego. Like, he erupted several statues in his own image. Like, the lore within that place alone is just crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we know Vahek has, like, what, a Mount Rushmore, like, face statue from, like, the Law of Retribution or something?
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, his ego's decently big, but Nathaniel, God.
It's compensating for something.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Yeah, and also here's also another thing. Like, what are your take, like, generally when it comes to like the kit guns, which is the multiple weapons?
They're basically like Zaz, but for Fortuna.
Yes.
I think I like their look. I don't know how they perform because we're still in the speculating stage.
Yes.
But okay, I'm not gonna lie here in terms of culture. Well, let me give my opinion on the guns first. My opinion on the guns is I'll have to wait and see. I think they'll be good because Zaws are kind of good. Well, there are few that are just tremendous. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But as opposed to culture, Cetus versus Fortuna. Cetus is paradise compared to Fortuna. You're basically a slave in Fortuna.
Mm-hmm.
That sound good.
And Venus has a lot of green. Cetus has a lot of green. Fortuna is basically just ice.
Yep.
You can get killed by anything out there. There are no shields, nothing. Venus at least has ray shields that protect them against. And they have the Unum too. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got it good. They got it good. They're living a good life.
Oh yeah.
They might be poor, but they're content. These people here are poor and they're slaving away. So.
Yeah.
Now, they're making the most of it, I hear.
What do you guys also think about the moddable Moa pets?
Dude.
Oh yeah.
That was good. That was cool. That has so much potential, but I want to see how its AI functions.
Oh yeah, cause the companion AI in Warframe.
It needs work. I'm not gonna lie. The companions need work.
I think the best so far are the Kavats right now. I think.
Yeah, especially Venari. Venari is the best one out of all the bots currently.
And I think this is part of them trying to roll out, the whole Melee 3.0 and the pets, rework to make it something that you can really enjoy and use. But I also think this whole the Moa pets are basically like a blend for something in between Sentinels and like pets, like.
Yeah. Question. I got a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Tenno, not the Warframe, the Tenno will become more powerful by the time the new war rolls around?
Oh yes, we will have to. We need it.
Oh yeah, I want to make a comment about the new war. Shadow heard me say this earlier yesterday after Tennocon, but since this new quest is going to be called the New War, I'm thinking they're going to do it like an actual war and make it so this quest will be a cooperative quest. Like, it's going to be like a cooperative cinematic quest. So
oh yeah.
That would be, I hope.
Yes.
Oh, and DA, no lie, straight up. Okay, so we already had a voice for, an upcoming villain in the Tenno Diaries, right?
Yes.
For a season.
Mm-hmm.
And when we heard the mother sentient, I'm like, jeez.
Oh man.
Just like that person. We had a name for the character and everything, and we were like, when we were listening, I'm like, Biddy, this sounds like that particular character. And she's like, I know, it's like DE was in our heads.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing. So I was like, okay, why does this sound like
even Garuda?
Yes.
Garuda,
oh my God. Garuda sounded like the first episode of Victoria.
Yep.
I was like, okay, like, DE, have you guys been spying on us? Have you been stealing my content? I need to copy strike you guys.
We were joking about because Garuda was kind of like Savaris. We were like,
yeah, exactly. Garuda reminds me of episode 6.
Yes. I was like, okay, DE, you need to pay up now, like, for real. For real.
We were I was thinking, all right, I'm like, if Garuda comes out and your stream, Tenno Diaries is a thing, I'm like, we already have the design for Savaris, we should probably slide it over, like, this can be
I mean, it looks like, and they say she's a gore Warframe, and she's kind of like the classic killer Warframe, so like, you know what, hey, she got the demonic claws and all that kind of stuff, so hey, and she's kind of like a mixture of Valkyr, Nyx, well, everybody. So
exactly. And then we research what Garuda means. It's kind of like, what did Immutable say? It was like to take on the shape of others.
Yes.
Like, this is so like Savaris.
Yes. And in the Hindu mythology, she is like a god that is both human and an eagle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was like, it's like DE's reading our hell. I just hope they don't steal our the Giannis idea.
Yeah. Don't put it out there. Don't put it out there.
No.
Now, one thing that I also was thinking about, like, I don't know if you guys ever remember, like years ago, DE previewed this sentient arm cannon and the vessel, which is basically
Remember that.
Yeah, we remember that.
yeah, it looks like what Lotus was inside. So, do you think by the time that new war gets here, or within that quest, do you think we're going to have to get into one of those as well?
I'm thinking so because Lotus in that suit of armor, she seems more powerful than a Warframe.
Yes.
She nuked Umbra.
Yes.
She nuked him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she really did. She destroyed him.
She opticored the shit.
For real. For real. She gave me that massive BFG like
I hope to God we get more like Umbra levels Warframes. Probably they don't act like Excalibur Umbra, but I hope we get more Umbras to take on this war.
I wanna Ash Umbra.
Yes. Yeah, this is why we get along, bro.
Ash Umbra with that passive along with that sentient pass. Oh my god. Imagine popping out like right now I already have like 10 Excalibur Umbra specters built. Level 3 specters. Like they do incredible work in missions. I'm telling you, they just like ha 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 every single time. and you know, like you're wondering where he is, and you just see him splash dashing through the entire place. Like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So imagine Ash Umbra in Captura for a Tenno Diaries scene.
Oh man.
Cause you know in Captura if you pop out like even if you throw a Umbra Spectre down, they follow you around, right? And if you spawn enemies, like we literally can spawn enemies, throw down that Spectre, and just turn on the camera and just watch him go around in different angles and just obliterate them.
Yeah, dude. When we got Umbra, cause dude. DE is just ruling the market right now, and I hope they don't get too comfortable. I hope so. I hope they always say, "Okay, there's somebody coming after us." There's probably somebody in the shadows coming after us.
Because that's what Anthem is trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, when I saw Anthem for the first time, before all this was like, I would play this game. Warframe has a competitor. And
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Warframe's biggest competitors have to be, well, I think that recent reveal of Halo Infinite.
Yep.
Yes.
And then Anthem and possibly, Star Citizen.
Yeah, but Stars. Oh well, you know what? I don't want Star Citizen people coming after me, but it's never gonna come out.
Not gonna lie, you're pretty right on that.
Oh my god.
Oh man, 20,000 just to get the just to log in. Nope. And we're talking about Bungie. Like
My friend, one of my old friends, actually did that immediately after he bought an Alienware.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Admiral. I actually want Anthem to be successful because if they're successful, DE has a competition, and
yes,
it will work out well for us, the consumers, because they'll always try to outdo each other. But right now, I don't think DE needs to try and outdo anybody.
They don't need to.
They need to stay ahead.
Yes, at this point, like with that reveal, that Tennocon reveal, they are basically they just need to sit down and just watch. Like they are set.
I like that they're proactive though.
Yeah. Now one thing I will also say, because it looks like towards the end of this year, all the way leading on to next year, we're going to really have a good wave of content. We have Tennocon items which are still backed up coming out. We also have a lot of this new deluxe skins. Oh my god, my boy Knight is looking great. Oh my god,
my girl
Nidus and Helmet. That next.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They nearly mauled Rebecca because she's like best Warframe in the game. I disagree, respectfully. Ash is the best Warframe in the game.
Oh my god.
Come at me, podcast people. I said it.
I like maining Vex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like maining Ash. To me, he's the best. I'm entitled to my opinion, but it's all about how you play your Warframe.
Yeah, but I will say, with that wave of content, that means with what is left in this year, if they release, because Venus is probably going to come out by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So if they release two of the deluxe skins before Venus come out, and then when Venus come out, they release Venus, and then in January they release the rest, which also include Vauban and all that, because Vauban looks amazing.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they release Vauban, and they just do those one after each other. And before the new war, we're probably going to have one of those apostasy prologue kind of quests too.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
that.
So
I think that'll come out with like the rail. The railjack thing.
Yes.
When that comes out, they're gonna have the little apostasy.
Yeah. So and we looks like we are decked out. We have enough. Now, one thing though, that one of the things that I really did think about at a point in time is, in my last video, I talked about the whole relay system being rebuilt and the entire frontier defense system that the Orokin. Yes.
The Solaris United
yes.
build that, and then we have the Austrians helping us out.
Yes, because if you guys noticed, like Steve kind of hinted on that. He said, "Oh, that is the frontier grid. Those are defensive systems. They serve as a shield. The Orokin built them a long time ago, before the old war. There isn't that much on Earth right now." And I'm like, okay, you know what? The Sentient's last battle was on Earth. That's why there isn't that much on there.
Yeah.
But then I also looked at it, I was like, okay, some of these things don't look destroyed. They looked deactivated.
Oh, yeah.
So
You think the threat was gone?
yeah. So I'm like, okay, like a lot of them could still be functioning. And, they already talked about, trying to bring back the relays. So those two alone could be part of the whole railjack thing. And I cannot wait to just be doing a space patrol, like a space police. That's just...
Yep. That's at this point, that's what the Tenno are.
Yes.
My brother asked me something, and it was so hard to answer. He was like, "So who's the villain in this story?" Honestly, there's no villain in Warframe. If you think about it, it's just people with different perspectives.
I swear to God.
It really is.
Because even the Sentients now, I don't see them as really
bad.
As bad. They are our enemies. That's true. But in terms of being a villain, they wanted to protect Tau from the true villains of Warframe.
Yeah.
As far as the Orokin were probably the true villains of the entire.
And then when you also think about it, in Warframe, you don't have friends either. You have allies. Because look at Alad V. He is an ally. He helps you sometimes, but when the time comes to it, he saves his own self.
Yep. It's like the little finger of Warframe.
Yep. So it's hard to say who the bad guy is in Warframe, because look at Ballas. Come on, you guys, you killed this girl.
Even him, I understand where he's coming from. You used my faith against me and got me to kill my girl. Spoiler alert for anybody who wants to play Warframe. Is that even a spoiler?
It's no longer
a spoiler for the sacrifice.
Well, it's been out for 2 days now.
Yeah.
Even if you have slow internet, it should have been done by now.
It should have been done right now. That quest, to me, in my personal opinion, don't attack me, podcast listeners, I think it was better than the second dream.
I think so too.
I think it was a great follow-up.
I think, see, here's the thing. When Second Dream came out, like, that was our first cinematic quest.
Yep.
So it was really big for us. So we saw, it was our first time knowing what exactly the Warframes are. We just know that they call us Tenno, but we don't know what they mean by Tenno. We don't know where they are.
Exactly.
That was the first time we were knowing what the Tenno were. We didn't even know what Warframes were.
Yes. So
yes, exactly.
However,
we also weren't given any we weren't given any real hype towards it, because it was so sudden. I had one little teaser image, and then boom.
Yeah. And then even if you combine both the Second Dream and the War Within together, one thing that the Sacrifice did so well that made it better than both of them combined, now this is also my opinion, is the fact that the Sacrifice quest, not only did they give us a backstory, they gave us the Vitruvian entry, which answered so many questions.
Oh yeah,
It
that
did.
made me really happy. That made me like, oh, that was
It
so
ex-
happy. I'm so
Oh
happy.
yes, somebody had a miniature question. I'm going to rail it right now. Right? When you go on the ship and Ordis says, "Hello, operator," and then he corrects himself.
Operators. Oh.
Whose
Yeah.
operator is Ordis? Because even in Tenno Diaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We already have that. We already have that figured out.
we have that figured out. Only one Tenno has Ordis, but everybody else has like a different Cephalon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Which
Exactly.
to us made sense because, and I was thinking, how many Cephalons are there? Is Ordis the one Cephalon for all the Tenno, or is it that because we're playing the focus of the main Tenno?
Yeah, I think
have Ordis?
I think that now if there is ever a different focus or a different side to that, because one of the things that I've realized about the Orokin lore or Warframe lore is that another spoiler with what the sacrifice told us, as far as the Warframes are concerned, there are lots of people who volunteered and there are lots of people who were
Didn't.
forced. Yes. So, and the same thing based on what Ordis also told us, people can be turned into Cephalons. Look at Cephalon Suda. She was losing her memory. And
She William became.
instead of going through the whole continuity thing, which everybody does, she just said, you know what, I'll be a Cephalon. Same thing with Samaris Cephalon Zarks, which is the really annoying one from the PvP.
And from the index.
Yeah, and index and all the stuff. Yes. So if you look at them, chances are there are thousands of them.
Yep.
Because being a Cephalon is just like another version of continuity. You can live forever. And
How many
What's as a
Cephalons
being
do we have?
what a being of light.
We've got like what? Samaris.
Let me tell you, Samaris, Suda, Ordis, Sark,
Cordelon,
Samodius, even
Sark,
though
Apnar, and Vol, and Samodius. Yeah.
yes.
So that's what 9.
Now, one of the things that I will also say is because of the way, have you guys seen the Green Lantern animated series before?
I have.
Yes.
Okay.
I used to watch that. Yeah.
Remember what happened to Aya? Aya to me is like Otis. How she was able to build her own body.
Oh, you think Ordis will be able to do that?
I mean, it's possible.
Love that.
It's possible. But I will also say, as far as lore is concerned, we still haven't opened everything within that Vitruvian.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot in there.
There's like 30, 40 more that we still gotta open. So I'm thinking leading up to that new war quest, we will start opening more stuff.
Question: they didn't mention anything about Frame Fighter, did they? Because
No.
I actually want that game mode.
Yeah.
I actually want to fight.
I believe Frame Fighter is going to be coming out a little later. But
Yeah.
I don't mind it coming out a little later.
I think
I saw that they had like, what was it? One of those classic, the classic gaming thing.
Yep. I think they're gonna polish it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna polish it and
yeah,
out before
and I-
Venus even comes.
and I think one of the things they're going to do is it's going to probably be one of those updates that they're just going to slip in, like, hey, oh, by the way, Frame Fighter is also here.
They just suddenly push it in.
Yeah, because it's going to be like the whole Wormius updates thing.
Yep. Dude, I hope you have like a arcade mode. I want to fight people, man. Like have finishers, like Miles finishers, her crush thing.
Oh
Ash
man,
finisher is Blade Storm. I like those little things, man.
you know what? I wish. Now, here's my own opinion. Even though the game already showed that is possible, I need a melee weapon for our operator, even if it's a dagger. I mean, I've watched so much Naruto.
That's already confirmed? Question mark?
Yeah, it's possible in some of the old concept art, but you know how DE does sometimes. This crap some concept sometimes.
I
But
think we're gonna get some like crazy like sentient sword or something.
like a sword beam, like the Halo sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
Void swords.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I just pictured in my head like the operators, with like a two-handed sword. They're like practically like dragging it on the ground.
Oh yeah.
At an enemy.
Oh man, imagine that you can like select, you can kind of like an amp for a melee weapon. Like you can get like a component that you will put into an amp or build separately, where you can build maybe a dual dagger, a regular sword, or a giant blade.
Yep.
Yes.
That would be really cool. That would be so cool.
Would be elevated to another level. I think the Tenno would be so powerful. Because okay, I know you're a Star Wars fan. Pickle is not here to back you up, right? I asked Pickle this, right?
Oh, I'm a Star Wars fan too.
Oh my God, who's more powerful?
I'm actually,
in your
I
opinion,
actually quite
guys?
enjoy the same character that DA enjoys, Kanan Jarrus.
Oh my god, he's the greatest.
I love
Is the greatest Jedi so far right now, based on how he went out. I'll be honest. You know, he went out in a much more pleasant way than Luke did in the latest trash Last Jedi. But yeah.
Reshoots, please.
You know, Kanan. So what is your question? What is your question?
Let me get my question. I was like, who was more powerful? A Tenno? Let me say this, because I fully realized Tenno, because the thing is, the Tenno still aren't fully realized.
Okay.
Probably higher limits to their power,
Okay.
or a fully realized Jedi. Because I think, you know, you're taking control of my warframe, right? I can let you have it. I go into void mode, right? You can't. No. Well, then again, is the void connected to the force? Because the void is a different plane, so I don't think you'd feel.
Okay, let me ease your mind. Okay, a fully realized Tenno versus a fully realized Jedi. Okay, my Jedi of choice is going to be Anakin Skywalker when he went to in the Clone Wars series, when he went to that Force place. Yeah, it shows us how powerful he is. He is the chosen one. He is the very embodiment of the Force. Metachlorians flows through his veins. The energy bounces through him and all around him. He has the universe within him. How dare you compare him to a child like the Tenno? That is that is blasphemy, heresy. You know what?
I'm fired from the Tenno Diaries. All right,
You are.
It was nice seeing y'all. Have a good day. Okay, lesson learned. Do not.
Now I will say. Now I will say one thing though. If the Tenno with a fully realized Tenno decided, you know what, Master Yoda, I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, they will be much more powerful. They will be the biggest threat. Yeah.
Yep.
If they, oh my god, if they like learned the Force, the sentient would literally be like eviscerated.
Oh yeah.
There would be nobody in the universe.
Because what Ballas was using in the sacrifice is kind of like the Force too, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
The way he was talking to that man, moving his hands and all those things, yeah.
Yep. He basically forced him. He's like, I'm not gonna kill your son.
Yep.
You are.
And then
One evil mofo.
and then Lotus used that electric part, Force Lightning on Umbra. Like,
Yes.
This is Sparta. Bam.
Damn. Kill them.
That was insane.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Okay, now for my criticisms of DE. I have my placards here.
All right.
Fix the bugs in the game.
Yes.
It's fixed. The Magnetic suit bug.
Yep.
You know, where it clips through the thighs for the males.
Yep.
Oh
Male
yeah.
operators.
Yeah, we need a little bit of a bulge. Like the ladies also need a little bit of a chest thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you just don't know the difference anymore. We need to be able to like select genders because everybody look the same. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of do.
You know, I know we're all, you know, kids and all, but come on, some of us are a little bit more mature than the others. I need a beard.
Yeah.
But what did I
Made them probably a bit more teenagers, sure.
Yeah.
Make them, you know, adults.
Oh yeah.
They can, but probably make them a little bit more teenager-ish, not
Yeah.
prepubescent.
Yeah.
Teenager-ish.
Yeah, we don't want to all look like Nakak on Cetus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, one thing I will say is, as much bugs that we can say is in Warframe, which there is a lot from time to time, I will say it's not as much as the one in PUBG.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest, I don't have much criticism of Warframe. Probably, maybe check out the Tenno Diaries DE.
Yeah.
I like it.
I
like it.
Yeah, we need to
To be honest, I mean, my only criticism is that one what was it, that one sentence mistake in Nata, where the Lotus says Corpus instead of Grenier.
Yeah. When we were on that
That's like
map.
the only thing that bothers me.
Do you think they've changed? Because I haven't played that quest in a minute.
They have not changed it. No, I just
replayable,
watched.
so we don't know.
I just watched the recent YouTuber who just got into Warframe. He just finally got to Nata. He literally plays 2 missions a day. He does 2 missions a day, and that's his progression.
No! It's gonna be 20. It's gonna be 2030.
He just got to Nata.
Oh my god! It's gonna be a long time.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to play from Forest Prize till now, quest wise till to the sacrifice. To see how much.
I gotta be honest with you. I want Vor's Prize to be replayable again. I just want to experience that whole quest line.
Exactly.
But with my my main Warframe.
Yeah. Yeah, and one thing I will also say, like, cause right now I've played. Oh my god, a lot of those quests. Okay, let me just say I've played the Second Dream like 50 times.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like capturing those Tenno Diaries episodes or something like that, and if something gets messed up, like, oh my god, I have to wait till the end of the quest and restart it again.
Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy, but I would like to play that Vor's Prize again.
Yep. Yeah, people, this is why the quest, the stories take so long. You heard it from DA. He has to go over all those things.
Yeah, and then the War Within.
The Akio episodes, though, you did your job on that, man. I gotta just, I just gotta clap you, man.
Yeah.
You did your thing on that, man.
I mean, Vidi isn't here, but she did an excellent job with the writing, and
Alejandro,
I'm
with
really
that
happy
voice.
that
Oh my
the
god.
entire thing turned out. You also did an excellent job with the editing and everything.
If you guys were watching, if you were even listening, it was hilarious when me and Vidi were trying to capture those shots. I was like, okay, you're too close. Okay, step back a little. Okay, right there. Okay, turn to the right. Turn to the right.
So far, BA, it's the highest viewed Tenno Diary. You broke records, man.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I looked at it. I was like, what?
It's the Rhino users, man. The Rhino users came in
Oh,
full
yeah.
swing to support Akio, man.
Oh yeah, and the decision.
Comments.
Oh yeah, the decision to actually put in a little bit of inline text in there came last minute. I was just like, you know what? Because of the emotion within the story itself, I was like, it would bring a little bit more life for it to add in like little itty bitty parts of dialogue in there.
Yep. Everything came together so well. The music, the visuals, the voice acting, the writing. It was like, it was a masterpiece, man. And we can't wait to do episode 10 because episode 10 actually is more, different voice actors.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a larger array of voice acting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been working behind the scenes on.
Oh yeah.
If only DE would just feature this latest episode on the next dev stream. It's not
prime time.
Oh, prime time. It's not that long. It's on like 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Not that long. Because they, excuse my language, but they feature other bullshit on there.
Yes, they have. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen something. I'm like, why is this here?
Yeah, they feature a lot of trash, but will not check out quality content. But anyways, I digress.
Dude, your video also about it being animated. I see there that people do want to see an anime.
Yes, it is, and if we can get that funding, oh yeah, I don't care what DE says. We're just gonna get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still I'm still thinking about possibly making a Tenno Diaries shirt just cause.
Because yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice, and it's just a thing where if we can get their full back, and I'm telling you, it will be a whole lot. Because the thing is, I've seen DE give certain YouTubers, and I'm not going to put names on there because I'm not going to give them a free promo, but I've seen them give certain YouTubers, big name Destiny YouTubers, give them like $5 to $6 or so, just to cover a little bit here and there of Warframe content.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yes, and that's not really what they do, but you know what? I'll let them have it. And here's just my perspective. If you're not going to do it, and we're talking about doing this, okay, if you're not going to give us that money directly, then link us to people who will be able to do it that we can work with.
Yep, because dude, if we got animators and everything, not only would your channel go up, I think people from the outside looking in would be like,
oh yeah,
like an anime? What anime is this, or what?
What anime is this?
From a game?
And if DE won, they can turn into a TV series.
Yeah, they could make it official. Probably make Netflix pick it up.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Red versus Blue.
All of us, including Vidi, can move on. We can move to Canada.
Oh yeah.
At the studio, we're like, oh yeah, we are at the Tenno Diaries, animated studio, and
we could have our own Tenno Diaries stream.
Yeah. So here's what's going on. Here's what you can expect for the next season of Tenno Diaries animated. Bam, bam. Oh my god. But well, anyways, that was fun. That was really fun. Yeah. But yeah.